And I told him he only scored 1 point in the Davidson game, but he actually did some good things, and his shots will come. I like when he's attacking, making some nice passes. I shot the ball really well yesterday in practice. We had one of our best practices yesterday, and he really got his stroke going from the three. He was good, and it was nice to see him a little more rhythm, shooting some pull-ups, some threes. What was he? 2 of 3 from the three-point line. And we need Joe to certainly do that. But the nice thing, as I pointed out in the Davidson game, when he was not scoring as much, other guys stepped up. And that's, we tried to balance the minutes out tonight to get looks at different combinations.
That said, did you make a concerted effort to get him some shots early to get going?
Yeah, he found them. There were shots out there for if you were looking. I think most guys could have gotten those, but he had the right mindset. He let it rotate. We looked inside. We had the advantages, but he had a more assertiveness in his shot. A couple of his shots he's taken earlier was kind of like, I'm not sure if this is the shot I want to take, but I thought he really committed to his shots, and we want him to certainly have a green light, we like to say, mentality within reason. And I think Joe doesn't usually force. Sometimes he might drive in there and be aggressive that way, but he's got pretty good shot discernment, and it's nice to see when he hits a couple to look for it. And you want him to hunt his catches and hunt the shot, as we like to say.
You got 18 from Toby off the bench the other night. You get 18 from Gil off the bench tonight. Do you think there's something to that coming off the bench?
Yeah, I don't know if you said it tonight. Those were a lot of close ones, but I think that 4-man front court that I've been playing it's one of our strengths, and I think Anthony and Mike are probably 2 of our better scorers, in terms of the front line, so they have the ability to score. But I like different combinations. Akil and Darian are probably a little ahead of those 2 defensively, so I've kind of come to the conclusion of maybe matching, not that they couldn't play together, AG and Mike, but matching Darian with one of them and Akil with one of them to anchor the defense and then have a little more scoring prowess there. But I like those 4, and at times I think I might have to look at possibly playing 3 of those 4, going big, because I think Akil can guard the perimeters if he's got a good matchup.
Tony, how much of a benefit is it in a game like this when you kind of have it in hand pretty early in the second half to be able to monkey around with combinations like that?
Yeah, I think it's valuable. What I liked, I thought we defended real well in the first half. There was a stretch pretty much most of the first half after the first 5 minutes. And one thing Navy does is, they struggled obviously to shoot the ball, but they run their offense really hard. You got to guard hard cuts, multiple screens, and if you're not in position like you saw early, they got a bunch of uncontested shots. And then I thought our guys adjusted and we guarded well. So I liked our defensive commitment for most of the first half, and then that established us to get the lead and then look at different combinations and get guys. Again, the minutes were fairly balanced, but when I look at the stat sheet and can see that many guys in double figures and the minutes balanced out, I think that's positive. So I didn't go with the big lineup. I wanted to take a look at that, but it just didn't present itself. They're smaller, so that's a hard situation, but there'll be times for that, I'm sure.
Coach, can you just address the struggles with the three-point shooting again, and also, I guess, tonight, the free throws?
Yeah, that's, what can I say? It's funny, London shot it well in practice yesterday. We've been shooting a lot of free throws, and the one he made, they didn't count. I saw him look at that, but you just got to keep taking them. I think within reason. If you're, guys got to know who they are in terms of the shot selection, and we're more of an inside-out team, but if we call them room and rhythm looks, you got to step up and take them, and we're certainly shooting a lot. The free throw line, that right now is what it is. A couple guys look a little anxious at the free throw line, but hopefully they'll keep getting there, and shot them better when we needed them against Davidson. Didn't need them tonight, so hopefully when we don't need them, we get them out of the way, although I can't say that about the VCU game. So.
Hey, Tony, over here. Evan looks like he's still kind of searching for his rhythm a little bit. I guess I'm wondering how much that concussion and missed time kind of maybe.
Are you suggesting he looked a little dazed and confused out there, or what are you saying?
Perhaps, like the tranquilizer dart with Toby last year, right?
No. He actually, Yeah, the air ball. He shot it real well. I was yesterday we had a real spirited practice. We really split the two teams and competed real hard. And Evan had a terrific day shooting. Joe and Evan were like ripping the nets off. And yeah, no, he does. He doesn't look comfortable yet in terms of just him shooting that air ball. I don't know what that was, but he's just got to keep plugging and try to give us valuable minutes when he's out there. He made a nice pass. Evan's a smart player. And again, there's some hard matchups when him being a 6'8" guy guarding some of those smaller guys chasing off screens. That's a challenge for him. But again, that's where there's competition and there's depth on this team, and he'll give us lifts at different times. But he does look he's better than he showed. I guess that's what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying. And I don't think it's the concussion.
I know you said you liked the mixing and the matching in the front court. What did Toby do to get the start? And what did you think of that first 6 minutes he kind of took over?
Yeah, well, as I said, he can score, and I think that's important for us because, we're not shooting it particularly well on the outside. And I'm sorry, Mike had a very nice game against Davidson. I mean, start to finish. And I thought he earned that spot, again, whether you start or not. And I like to match up. I think Akil's really defending well and doing some good things. So I think that's a good combination. And then I think, again, whether I bring in Darian for Akil or the other way with AG, I just think Mike's playing at a high level. As we talked about in the VCU game, he didn't get as many minutes. But I think he shows his ability to draw attention. And they weren't double teaming him, so when they don't do that, he's got a pretty nice opportunity. He's going to score most of those times.